Welcome to Morning Market Call. I'm your host, Dave Wood. With me today is Sam Dunn, the Chief Administrative Officer of Walmart Japan. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. I understand you flew all the way from Japan just for this interview.
Just for this interview. That was my main purpose for coming. Yeah, it was about a 14-hour flight from Tokyo, and I got in last night.
Well, we have a special gift for you. It's a pen. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. I left my pen at the hotel. This will come in very handy.
So, Chief Administrative Officer, what exactly does that do? What do you do as part of your job?
Well, my background with Walmart, which is, it's been about 23 years since I joined Walmart, and I've primarily been in the finance area. But in this role, Chief Administrative Officer, I have basically the back end of our business. So all of the support functions.
IT as well?
IT is part of that, HR, human resources, the systems area that you just mentioned, also our supply chain area and our real estate area, along with the finance team.
Okay, so not only responsible for those, but you're also responsible for those.
I am. I will tell you, I don't do most of the work, but I do get involved in all the decisions. And my main job really is to support that group that is managing those individual areas to make sure we're successful in Japan.
Okay. Now, I understand that when Walmart first moved into Japan, you were, as you always do, you are the low price leader, and that actually caused you some problems. Is that right?
Well, it actually did. And as you know, Walmart is known here in the U.S. and in most countries for everyday low price. That's our mantra. That's our marketing strategy. And we do it very well. But in Japan, we found that Japanese customers, very picky customer, I think maybe one of the pickiest customers in the world, when they see low prices, they automatically suspect that there must be something wrong with the quality of your products, when in fact the quality was the same as the competition. We just happened to be selling for, say, 5 to 10% less. So what we did, we came up with kind of an innovative ad campaign poking fun at ourselves. For the fact that we happened to sell for less. It was catchy, caught people's eye, it caused them to question, caused them to come and check us out. And once they did, they found out that, hey,
it's better to pay less.
It's better to pay less. I think the other thing, frankly, that we had going for us was that the economic downturn, which was really a global economic downturn over the last couple of years, caused people to focus more on price. And so our timing was very good from that perspective.
Great. So how important is international business for today's MBAs and other students?
It is truly a global world that we live in now. And from a business perspective, I think that anybody who's coming out with an international background, the ability to speak more than one language, anybody who's able and willing to relocate globally, travel globally, and has the adaptability to really interface effectively with people from other cultures. Those people are in demand. And so I think that the BYU graduates, the MBA graduates, are really well positioned. They have a lot of the characteristics and qualities you're looking for in a global talent.
Oh, that's great to hear. I'm in a few international business classes myself.
Good.
As so are some of our viewers out there. So
I'm happy to hear that.
So here's another question. What advice would you have, obviously chief executive for a major firm, what advice would you give us as we venture out into the world?
Well, I think, for all of you, your first job's an important job. And you want to make sure that you get into a job, first of all, that you're going to enjoy. But I think, again, thinking globally, you want a job that's going to give you some global exposure. Maybe not initially, but potentially can take you in that direction. And so my challenge would be to you, as you're seeking employment, look beyond the local area. It's great if you love living in Utah and you want to stay in Utah. I understand that. But I think for those who really view themselves as being more mobile and willing to take on foreign assignments especially, I think it's fantastic.
Well, that is really great advice. Sam, we really appreciate you being on Morning Market Call with us today.
Thank you.
Look for us on Facebook, and you can find us on Twitter. And this has been another riveting episode of Morning Market Call. We'll see you next time.
Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you.
What he said.
Morning Market Call is brought to you by the Marriott School of Management in cooperation with the Brigham Young University Department of Communications. MMC is made possible by generous donations from Larry Tasjan and Gary Williams. This show was produced by Jeff Butler, David Wood, and Doug Mumford, with line producing by Beth Grimmett. For more information, please follow us on Twitter and Facebook.